Hey. Yeah, you're really not keeping an open mind about me.
I'm really just not interested.
You haven't even heard me out. Now look, I know this little place down the street. We could go down there and have a drink. Huh? There's a guy there plays great piano, you know, a little relaxation, a little conversation, music, wine. You know, Chicago's really a great place, but it can be awfully lonely if you don't know anybody. You wouldn't know that. You haven't been traveling long enough.
Dee?
John. It's so good to see you. What are you doing in Chicago?
Well, I called your room. I heard you were, I'm glad you decided to have dinner here in the hotel. I heard you were here. Am I interrupting something?
No, I don't even know this man. He just sat down. Would you excuse us? We'd like to talk, please.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm sorry. Look, I didn't mean to get your back up or anything. I was just trying to be friendly. Well, good night.
Good night. I can't believe you're here. It's wonderful to see you.
Is that guy bothering you?
Well, I don't think he meant any harm. It's just lonely, I guess.
Lonely? Well, I don't blame him. You look beautiful.
Thank you. You know, this is incredible. I was just feeling so awful, and you are, and suddenly everything's so wonderful.
Uh-oh.
Why doesn't somebody come out?
Brad, they're doing everything they can for him.
It's so quiet in there. Everything is so quiet. Oh, God.
I'm sorry, Brad. We did everything we could for him. I'm very sorry.
Excuse me.
What?
I'm here to see a patient, Warren Hollister. He's my father. Could you tell me where the waiting area is? They said my brother might be there.
You must be Eric.
Yeah. Where have you been? Brad, I missed the plane. How's Dad?
You're late. You're too late.
He's...
Yes. Just now, he asked for you.
Oh, God.
He kept asking for you, and I promised him that you would be here.
Oh, Brad, I tried.
I told you how bad it was. Now, you should have been here. You could have been here.
Brad, I tried. I didn't...
He kept asking for you, and I promised that you would be here. Now, you should have been here hours ago. Didn't it matter to you?
Brad, you know it did.
No, you were the one he loved. He was dying. He knew he was dying, and he wanted to see you. He was your father, for God's sake. I mean, why couldn't you get here?
Brad, I'm sorry.
As the World Turns.
Annie,
Yeah.
have you seen my brother?
No.
I've got to find him.
You were just together.
I know. I said some things to him that I shouldn't have said. I didn't know what I was saying.
Do you think he left the hospital?
I don't know. I just don't know how I could have done that to him. I mean, he just heard about my dad, and I tore into him. I have to find him.
You look wonderful.
Thank you. I feel much better.
Bob says you'll be getting out of the hospital soon.
Yeah?
I don't think you'll ever know how scared I was.
I'm sorry about that.
Well, it made me think about a lot of things. What I was doing. The direction my life had taken. I've made a lot of important decisions.
Well, Bob told me that you stopped working for Brad Hollister.
Yes, I quit. I know you didn't like my working for him. And you were right. I just wasn't thinking straight.
Well, hope you didn't do it for me.
Well, honey, I did it because I thought it was the right thing to do, but I hoped you'd be pleased.
Well, considering your feelings for Brad, you'll be a lot happier, I'm sure. You don't need Brad Hollister.
No.
So are you thinking about going back to work for your father in the firm?
No.
Why not?
Too much has happened. Too much has been said.
But most of your disagreements were about Brad. Won't it be easier now?
I think it's better if I go off on my own.
Well, I just thought you might like to work with Chris and Grant.
No, I want to have my own firm now. Mary, I know you're planning to leave Oakdale with Teddy. Wait a minute now. I want to ask you to reconsider. No,
Donald?
just let me finish. Hear me out. I know why you want to leave. You want to get Teddy away from Joyce, right?
Oh, there are a lot of reasons.
Yes. And there are a lot of memories.
Don, it's no good. We're not right for each other.
Why?
I just don't think it's going to work out, you know.
I love you, Mary. I know I let you down, but there must be something left. You loved me once.
Listen to me. I had a lot of time to think while I was here. And I know that what went wrong between us wasn't your fault. I don't blame you. But I also know that we can't just pick up where we left off. I'm not the same person. I was more hopeful then.
We could work it out.
No, honey. No good. And the sooner we realize that, the better off we'll be. John, please, I want you to go.
I don't want it this way.
Please, I really want you to go.
All right.
Hi.
Hi.
Are we alone?
Well, except for a little person sound asleep in the next room. We are all alone.
Good.
You're gorgeous, you know that. I tell you something. You're ruining me. I can't think. I can't keep my mind on business.
Oh, I don't believe that for a second.
No, it's true. I mean, you said you'd marry me, and that was it. Oh, Barbara, we're going to have a wonderful life together. You know, when we were in the Caribbean, you didn't take the ring I gave you.
I couldn't then. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, but it wasn't the ring itself, was it? I mean, I know it was an old ring. Old. It's been in the family 7 generations. I always assumed it would be the ring I would give my wife.
It's a beautiful ring.
Yeah, but maybe it isn't the ring for us. I mean, it's a family ring, and, well, I'm not getting married for the family's sake this time. I'm getting married for love. So, I got this for you. I hope you like it.
Oh, James.
I mean, if you prefer the other one.
Oh, no. No, it's beautiful. I love it. Thank you.
Well, now we can take this ring and pass it down to our descendants, and it can be an old ring for them. I mean, but for us it's new because we're starting a new life together, free of the past. I love you.
I love you, too.
Lisa.
Hi.
What are you doing here this late, huh?
Oh, just waiting to see you.
Well, I'm honored.
No, don't say that until you hear what what I want to see you about.
All right.
Grant, have you seen Mary?
Yes, I saw her today.
Do you know she's planning to leave Oakdale?
Yes.
Can't you do anything to stop her?
Well, Lisa, I don't think I can.
Oh, you can't approve of that, can you?
Well, of course I don't.
Look, do you realize that if she goes away, you may never see Teddy again?
No, I don't think it would come to that.
Oh, but it certainly might.
Look, Lisa, I love Teddy very much. I'd like to be with him when he's growing up, helping him if I can. I don't want Mary to move. But, well, she has the right to do what she thinks is best. I mean, she's done everything for him a mother can do. Now, if I step in now...
No, wait just a moment. If you should feel, though, that she is doing the wrong thing, don't you think you should step in and do something? Actually, Donald is the one. I don't understand why he hasn't tried to do something to stop her.
Well, maybe that's something you should ask Donald.
Wouldn't do any good, my talking to Donald. I actually don't understand him anymore, Grant. I really don't. Wish I could do something to help. I can't tell you how I wish I could, but I don't know what to do. Oh, the whole thing just has me so frustrated.
You know, you light up when you get mad, Lisa.
I light up. Come on, I'm not going to let you sidetrack me. Grant, tell me something. Why did Donald leave this firm?
I guess he had his reasons.
I guess he had his reasons. It doesn't answer my question.
Well, then ask him.
I have always felt like there was something... I'll bet it's you. Did you have something to do with his leaving?
No, of course not. No. Look, I would like him to come back, so would Chris.
Oh, yeah. There's been something underlying all along, the whole time between you and Donald.
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. Some kind of competition between the two of you.
Competition? Now, Lisa, are you stirring things up?
Oh, never done that in my life.
Not so.
Oh, Grant, I will not be sidetracked. I won't. Now be serious with me.
All right. You look terrific, Lisa.
You are terrible, and I love it. However, getting back to being serious, please tell me. Tell me about you and Donald.
Yes, there's been some strain between us, you know. Joyce, the Hollister case, yeah.
No, I felt like it's been even before then there was a competitiveness between you and Donald.
Not on my part.
Oh, Grant. Oh, well, I know. We all like to think that we are perfect and that we are very noble. Even you. I mean, you would not admit to anything else.
Hi, Grant.
Barbara.
Lisa.
Well, have you met?
Oh,
Grant
yes.
Coleman?
How are you? I guess we're a little early.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
Did you hear the news about Tom? He's in Switzerland.
No, when did he go?
A couple of days ago.
Well, was it on business or what?
Business and other things.
Will he be gone long?
I have no earthly idea.
Yeah, with Tom away, we have our hands full.
I understand that Donald Hughes has also left the firm.
Yes, he is.
Barbara, how's Paul?
He's fine.
Good. I bet he loves the weather. It's so lovely now, and I know how much he enjoys going out and playing.
Oh, he loves the park.
Yeah.
Have you tried his spices?
Only for lunch. Oh, well, Barbara.
Hi, Chris. Nancy, how are you?
Hello, Barbara.
Do you know Mr. Stenbeck? James?
Yes. We understand that you and Barbara are going to be married. Congratulations, Mr. Stenbeck.
Thank you, sir.
We wish you all the best.
Thank you, Nancy.
Barbara, let me see your ring. It's beautiful.
May I see it too? Oh, that is lovely.
Thank you. James just gave it to me tonight.
Well, I guess that makes the engagement official, huh?
Yes.
Barbara, you know we wish you every happiness.
What are you staring at?
Oh. You look like Godiva. Did you know that? You know that?
Oh?
Did you know who Lady Godiva was? She had this long golden hair, see? And she used to ride around on this white horse, among other things. Anyone ever tell you that?
Yeah.
Yeah, who?
You.
Oh. How long was that guy bothering you?
Oh, it's only today. He's staying in the same hotel, obviously, and has a room right across the hall from me.
Lucky you.
Well, I didn't mean to encourage him.
When I first came in and I looked over here, I thought maybe you knew him.
John, I don't know anybody in Chicago.
No, what I meant was that he was a business associate or something like that.
You still haven't told me how in the world you found me.
No, I haven't.
Well, did you ask my parents?
Well, I asked around.
And you came to Chicago just because I was here?
Well, I had a vacation that was going to be starting, and, well, I knew you'd been upset lately, and that sounded like a pretty good idea.
Thank you. I hope you like Chicago.
Chicago? Yeah, I don't mind Chicago. That isn't the reason I came, though.
Didn't you think I was strong enough to go on a little business trip by myself?
Sure I did. You know, you always keep forgetting how much I care for you.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Rome.
Chicago reminds you
Well,
of Rome?
You know, just being here with you, far from home.
Yeah, I guess it's the first time you've been away from Oakdale since you got back from Italy, right?
Yeah.
What made you decide to go away right now?
I told you, business.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I did think it would be good for me to get away for a while, and there are some business things I'm looking into for my dad.
I see. So is the trip doing you some good?
No. Not really. There are things I just want to forget, and I thought maybe if I went away, spend a little time by myself, it would help, but, it doesn't work that way, does it?
No, it doesn't. Not always. Mm-mm.
I still keep thinking the same things, the same feelings, same memories. Still there. I mean, they're with me always in Chicago, wherever I go.
I tell you what, I think you ought to have a good time tonight. You know, you ought to get out and really see the town. How would that be?
You think so?
Yes, I do. How about if I take you to the theater right now tonight? Okay?
Would I have to ride a white horse?
If you want, that's fine. And afterwards, we'll grab a cab. And then we'll take a drive up the lake. We'll look at all the lights. We'll find some quiet place, have a drink, and,
Gee, I thought I was just gonna crawl back to my room and put the covers over my head.
Oh, no, come on. I forbid it, all right?
How can I argue with you? You're right, you always have been.
Okay. All right.
You didn't say anything about what kind of wedding you want.
Oh, I haven't, have I?
No, why not?
Oh, I just get been too excited. I haven't been able to think about anything.
Well, we better start thinking about it. I mean, we're not gonna elope.
Gee, I really thought you'd like that idea.
No. I want our friends to be there and be part of it. It's gonna be a wonderful day. One we'll always remember.
You sure you want that? I mean, everybody there.
Sure. I'm very proud of you. I want it to be a joyous, happy time. And I want Paul to be part of it, too.
Somehow I thought we'd just have a small wedding.
No. Let's celebrate it. We have nothing to hide, nothing to apologize for.
Okay. Let's make it a big, spectacular wedding.
Right. Partly traditional.
Partly new, different.
Right. Look, we can have it anywhere you want. You want it in Oakdale, you want it in Paris, Rome, where...
James, my friends can't just fly to Paris. I mean, not for just my wedding. I mean, maybe your friends can, but mine can't.
You're absolutely right about that.
You see, we do come from two different worlds. That's just one small example.
Yes, but all the same, I want to do something nice for our friends. Let me think about that.
Oh, what about your family? Going to invite them? Will they come?
I don't know.
Do they know that we're getting married?
Well, not yet. I'm going to tell them soon, I think.
They'll be upset?
I don't know. Wait, we're getting married. We have to be honest with each other. Yes, they'll be upset. They were upset when they found out we had a child. And it'll be hard for them to accept our marriage. My younger brother and I have never gotten along, but it's my father. He's the difficult one.
What if he can't accept it?
Barbara, I want to have his blessing. But if we can't have it, we'll just live without it, that's all.
Well, that's not easy.
Yeah, but there's no doubt in my mind. I can't be happy without you.
I'm sorry this is causing so much trouble for you.
Look, what's the worst they can do?
Hey, you don't have to do anything fancy now. I mean, you look fine just
No,
as it is.
I'm just gonna freshen up. It'll only be 2 minutes.
Okay. Don't rush. I'm a patient man. Hey, this is a nice room they gave you.
It's a nice view of the lake.
Yeah? Yeah. Boy, the room they gave me looks out on a brick wall.
Well, Sirs, you're right for checking in so late.
I guess I was lucky to get anything at all, eh? There's somebody at your door. Is it room service? I didn't order.
How could it be room service? I didn't order anything. Who is it?
It's Arthur B. Kellogg III.
Who?
Come on, I'm here to apologize. Could you do me the simple decency of opening the door?
It's him.
He'll be all right. Let him in.
Mr. Kellogg, your apology is accepted. Thank you, but I really don't want to talk to you right now, okay?
Come on, all I want to do is buy you a drink. Why are you trying to avoid me?
Let me talk to him.
What the hell is in there?
Hey, listen. You're gonna have to stop bothering this young lady. She says she doesn't want to talk to you, okay?
Who are you? Who is he? Hey, I know it's not your husband because I know you checked in alone. I found that out at the desk.
Could you please leave? I don't want any trouble.
Well, you did a number on me. You know that? I mean, you said that you didn't have plans for tonight, and you said that you were here alone.
Come on, let's go, okay?
Hey, wait a minute.
Please.
Yeah, the lady doesn't want to talk to you, okay?
Okay, I get the picture.
Hey, come on,
Who are you?
Come on. Don't come back either, all right?
John, thank God you were here.
Offhand, I'd say Mr. Kellogg has had one too many. Hey, take it easy. He's gone,
John,
okay?
John, what if you weren't here? I mean, he's got a room right across the hall.
Yeah. Hey, look. Would you like to check into another hotel?
I don't know.
I'm sure I could find you another room. I'll check out of here, too.
John, I don't want you to go through too much trouble.
It would be no trouble. Look, I haven't even unpacked yet. I hate that room that they gave me. Look, we'll check into another hotel, and you won't have to worry about Mr. Kellogg for the rest of your trip.
That sounds wonderful.
We may have to forget about the theater, though, at least for tonight, all right?
That's all right. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I do, too. I mean, Mr. Kellogg is a big guy.
I don't understand. Why don't you like Nick's brother?
Oh, honey, there's just something about him, that's all.
Were they fighting?
Well, they didn't come to blows, no, but they were certainly arguing.
Well, what were they arguing about?
Oh, I don't really know. They were in the office, so I couldn't hear it.
I don't see why his brother would come here if they don't get along.
I don't know. I don't understand. But I'll tell you one thing. Nick was, he was just furious. I mean, he looked like he could kill him.
I can't imagine that. Nick's always so gentle.
I know. I will be so glad when that brother leaves.
You're really worried, huh?
Yes, I am. I don't want something terrible to happen. There's so much anger between the two of them. I really feel as if I saw a whole other side of Nick that I've never seen before.
I'll get that.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, Betsy.
Oh, Bob.
Hello, Ken.
Hi.
What's the matter?
Mr. Hollister died a few hours ago.
Oh, Bob, I'm so sorry.
Well, we knew there was a chance we'd lose him at any time, but still.
He used to be the principal at the high school.
He was a good friend of mine.
Yeah, some of the teachers knew him, and the way they talked about him, he sounded really terrific.
The kind of man you don't forget.
Well, I'm gonna go upstairs and do my homework if you'll excuse me.
Sure.
Okay,
Nice to see you.
Bye-bye, Bob.
I'm sorry. I wish there was something that I could say to make it better. I know how you felt about him.
Wish there was more I could have done for him.
Well, I'm sure it helped him to know that he had such a good friend with him.
Sometimes I don't like this work.
I know you loved him. I'm not surprised you feel that way tonight.
Annie,
Yes.
have you seen Brad?
Well, he left the hospital. I'm not sure where he went. He's looking for his brother.
Oh, I didn't know his brother was here.
Yeah, he flew in from California. He arrived just after Mr. Hollister died.
You look tired.
I'm all right.
Hmm? How long are you going to stay?
Depends. Maybe an hour.
If you want to go get a glass of wine, it might do you some good.
Oh, thanks, Jeff. I don't think I'd be very good company tonight.
Okay.
Annie?
Did you find him?
No, I didn't. I went back to the apartment, and he wasn't there, and I don't know where else to look. I thought maybe he'd come back here.
I haven't seen him.
Maybe I should go out to the airport.
Do you really think he'd leave just like that?
He might.
Does he have any friends here? Someone he might have gone to see?
I don't know.
Brad, he might try to call you at the apartment. Why don't you go home and see if he does? Maybe call some friends of his. And if I see him, I'll call you right away.
Yeah, I guess that, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Thanks.
Listen, if you find him, maybe both of you'd like to come have dinner with me and my parents. They admired your father so much.
Thanks, Annie, but, it's really kind of you, but, I've got to spend some time alone with Eric. I mean, we've got an awful lot to talk about.
I understand. Just remember that you have friends. It helps.
Thank you. Listen, if he comes back here and you see him, you tell him that I'm sorry, and you tell him that I want to see him.
I will.
Well, hello, Lisa. What are you doing here?
I had to see Grant for a few minutes. I'm so glad I had a chance to run into you.
I just, hauling out some stuff from the office. I guess you heard.
Yes, I did. I'm so sorry.
Well, don't be. I think it's best for everybody.
I can hardly believe that.
Well, it's not very pleasant for anybody, but, you know, things got to a point.
Well, I did understand that you stopped working with Brad Hollister.
Yes.
And I hear that's your own decision. Now, I congratulate you on that.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes. I know it's probably a little financial loss there, not working with him, but you're not going to regret it.
No, I don't think I will.
I'm very happy to hear that Mary is doing so well.
Yes, I'm very grateful.
And I'm sure that Ted is just delighted that he's going to have his mother home with him soon.
Yeah, he's a wonderful kid. He's come through a lot.
Oh, if only you and Mary could just get back together again.
Yeah, I'd like that. But it's not going to happen.
You at least talk to her. Try talking with
Lisa,
her. Don't-
I have told her how I feel and what I want for her and Teddy, but it doesn't make any difference. I guess she's just been hurt too much. All she wants is to get away from here.
Well, I certainly wish I could do something to help.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, I just can't believe that you're leaving the farm. I just can't. It's not right. You ought to be here working with your father.
Well, Don, I thought you already left.
Well, I just stopped for a minute to talk to Lisa. I do have to be going, though.
Okay, is there anything we can do to help you, dear?
No, nothing. Thank you, Mom. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Don.
Good night, son. Well, Don's moving out. I'd so hoped I could persuade him to change his mind.
Chris, didn't you tell him that that's the way you felt?
Yes, he knew I wanted to stay. I told him that I wanted Grant and him to take over and head the firm.
Chris, I'm really not interested in the management of the firm. If you step down, Donald is the one who should head it.
Grant, you know how I feel about his leaving. I appreciate your saying that.
Charles, I'm trying to reach my father. I thought he was still in Stockholm.
No, I believe he has completed his work here.
Oh, well, where can I reach him? It's important.
I don't think his plans were very definite. May I ask why you wish to speak to him?
I'm going to marry Barbara Ryan. And I wanted to tell him before he found out any other way.
James, you can't mean that.
I'm going to marry her and adopt a boy. We hope that we'll have my father's blessing.
surely you know that can never be. Your father can never accept such a marriage.
He can if he wants to.
He never will. And he'll blame me, sir.
Charles, I will be happy to explain to him that you oppose my decision. He won't blame you for it.
He will. I was in your service in New York when you met this woman. Sir, have you forgotten who you are? Your duty to your family, your name?
Charles, I have respected my father's wishes for a number of years, all of my life. But now I have an obligation to my wife-to-be and to our son. I don't want to hurt my father. I hope you will understand that.
You cannot acknowledge this child. He's illegitimate.
He is my heir. And Barbara would not have been alone had you told me the truth. You bear responsibility for that, Charles.
I did what I thought was right. It was my duty.
You were mistaken in your duty. Now you and the whole family will accept Paul as my son and my legitimate heir.
They will not do that.
Charles, where can I reach my father?
When you were a boy, when you came home from the academy, I had charge of you. I had your father's complete confidence. You listened to what I said. You respected me.
Charles, where can I reach my father? After my father, I want to talk to my brother.
No.
He hung up on me. We weren't cut off. He hung up on me.
I take it he wasn't too delighted with the news.
No. Charles, in his way, has always been very loyal to the family.
Will we go directly to your father?
I don't know. Charles has caused you a great deal of unhappiness. I never forget that. And my father's bound to take the news better than Charles.
What are you thinking?
Charles, the way he spoke, he was a mystery. He always has been in his way.
Yes, that's right. Well, I am too. Perhaps tomorrow. All right. Thank you very much. Bye. Yeah.
John, I could be packed in a minute.
Oh, don't hurry, don't hurry. I just canceled the theater tickets for this evening.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right, that's all right. Listen, I think it's, we can do it again tomorrow. It's more important that we get you out of here. Let me help you pack, all right?
Okay. Can you put these things in the bed?
I certainly will.
I'm glad you could find a room.
Yeah, well, I was lucky it wasn't a big convention weekend. 3-block ride in a taxi and you'll be rid of Mr. Kellogg for the rest of your life.
John, do you think I overreacted to that whole thing?
Huh? No, the guy's a nuisance. Why should you have to put up with that?
No, I was really frightened. I got panicked there.
Listen, a lot of young women alone in a strange town would be made nervous by that. I told you, made me nervous, too.
John, do you remember when we were in Rome, we were on the Via Veneto? It was right after Ian died, and a man, an American, he came up to the table and started talking to us.
Yeah, I remember that. You got very upset about that.
Well, maybe he shouldn't have made me feel that way. He was just being friendly, right?
Right, he was only flirting with you a little bit, you know? Dee, it was right after Ian had died. It was understandable that you would be very upset.
I don't know what I would have done if you weren't there. I mean, it's the way I feel with all men. It's men even that I trust and I like. It doesn't make any difference. There's this fear. And it just seems to trigger it, and I can't control it, and it's really awful.
Dee, you've just got to try to take it easy.
You know, I thought it would change. I thought all I'd have to do was give it some time.
Dee, you're a very sensitive woman. And you went through a terrifying time when Ian died.
John, when any man feels anything sexual for me, or if I feel something,
I know. It brings up everything that you had with Ian, right?
Well, what am I going to do? Am I going to go the rest of my life like this?
No, you're not. No, you're not. Now, someday you're going to find a man that you can trust and that you can love. And he's going to help you get over it. That's all.
So, here you are. Yeah. Hope you don't mind me borrowing some of your stuff. I didn't bring much with me.
I've been looking all over for you.
It's over at the school.
Oh, yeah. I should have thought of that. Where are you going?
I don't know.
Well, you can stay here if you want.
No, that's okay.
Eric, I know how upset you are about Dad. So am I. I saw him, I talked to him. And then a little while later, they came and told me that he was gone. And you came in just after I heard.
Well, you were right. What you said. I got here too late.
You know, I've been hoping for a long time that you would come home. I never thought that it would be for this. Come on, Eric, don't go. I mean, we got a lot to talk about.
I can't stay.
Look, Eric, I know how much you love Dad. I know how hard it is for you.
I'll be all right.
Well, Eric, where are you going? Look, you're in no shape to go anywhere.
Be okay.
Eric. Eric!
Join us again tomorrow for As the World Turns.